Hello, in this video I'm going to talk about journaling in nature. If you love to journal or if you love being in nature, then you're going to want to watch this video. Alright, let's get started with this video. So I really love both of these things, journaling and nature, and they are a great combination. So when you're journaling in nature, you are getting the benefits from both. Of course, you're getting the benefits from journaling, and you're getting the benefits of actually being in nature. And a lot of these benefits are the same, like lowered blood pressure, lowered stress, less anxiety, less depression. Everybody feels better when they get out in nature. And most people feel better when they journal. So it's a great combination. And also, there is a lot of different ways that you can journal, and nature journaling is actually its own type of journaling. So let's talk about that a little bit. So when I do journaling in nature, I use it in a way that is helping me to connect with nature rather than just doing any other type of journaling where I just happen to be in nature. I like to combine the two, and that's what this video is about, how to get the best out of being in nature and using journaling to do that. So you're going to want to get yourself a journaling notebook, some type of physical journal that you can write in. I do have a printable one that I will show you later, but that one is, it's probably not as easy to take with you outside, although it can be just as easy if you put it on a clipboard or in a binder. I guess now that I think about it, it could actually be done just as easily as a regular hardcover, physical journal that you buy. So not only is it cheaper to do printables, but like I said, you can put them in binders, you can put them on clipboards, you can carry it along with you wherever you go, just like a regular journal. So let's get right into the journal prompts that you want to do when you are out in nature. The first thing you want to do is write down the date, and this is important because you're going to want to look back on this, and it's helpful anytime you're journaling in general. It's helpful to write the date. This is going to help you to create a timeline and see the progress that you've made. And especially when it comes to journaling outside in nature, you're going to want to have the date on there because certain places are going to be different at different times of the year. And if you're journaling in April, it's going to be really different than if you're journaling in October. So it's just helpful to have the date in any situation whenever you're journaling. The next thing you want to do is write down your location. This would include not only like I'm in a park, not just that, but also the city that you're in. Let's say you do a lot of traveling, and if you go to different cities, you're probably going to want to remember. It's kind of like keeping a diary of where you went, a travel log, type thing. I kind of screwed up once when I was traveling. I went to this amazing park that I don't remember what city it was in now, and it really bothers me that I didn't write that down. So that's one of the reasons why I like to say, write down the location where you are, including the city, in case you ever want to go back there again. The next thing you want to do is write down the weather. This is a great way to really connect with nature in general, but it will also help you to determine what you're going to write and why you're writing it. And let's say that there's a storm coming, and if you say something about that, you might want to write, I'm about to get rained on, I have to stop. It's always going to bring you back into the moment, when you read it back in the future. So more journal prompts to do are the things that you can see, the things you can hear, things you smell, things you feel, and things that you taste. Now, these are really great journal prompts to do anytime. This is what I call the kind of like a grounding exercise, like a present moment exercise to help you. This is also really good if you're having like an anxiety or panic attack, but I like to use these also in nature because this really helps you more than anything to connect to your surroundings. Anytime you're in nature, you're really focused on the things that you can see, the things that you can hear, you know, maybe not so much the taste, because you're probably not going to be eating a meal when you're outside in nature. Maybe, but maybe not. You might smell certain types of trees. You might smell flowers. You might feel the, you know, if you're walking out in the woods, you might feel the twigs snapping under your feet. There are so many things to write down in each of these categories, and so this is a really crucial set of journal prompts for this. Then you kind of want to move out from there and maybe talk about bodies of water that are around you. These are just going to be some journal prompts to help you to think outside the box other than just your immediate surroundings. Are you near an ocean? Maybe there's a stream nearby. Is there a lake around? If there's no water, then note that too. Types of trees around you. This might not be something you can identify. Most people don't really know that many trees. But if you are really into nature, maybe you do know a couple more trees than the average person. So it's kind of helpful. You know, you don't even have to know the name of the tree. You can describe the tree. You can draw little pictures of the tree. You can do sketches. Like I said, you can describe, and you can say, like, there's a small round bush next to me. There is a tall birch tree next to me. There's a group of evergreen trees straight ahead in a row, you know, and just try to be really descriptive of the ways that these trees look to you. Cloud observations, this is another great way to really get into the moment and connect with nature. Of course, whenever you are in nature and you're looking around and you're really taking it in, clouds are usually one of the first things people notice. And a lot of people like to look at clouds to say what they look like. You know, that cloud looks like a car. This cloud looks like a person. You know, things like that. And also to notice the style of clouds, like, are they big and puffy? Are they light and you know, feathery? And are there no clouds at all? Things like that. Any other observations that you have, this can be literally anything that I didn't include here, so just really write it all down and really immerse yourself, because if you're in nature, these are the moments that you're going to remember the most. If you're a really young person, you might not feel this quite yet, but trust me, as you get older, you're going to look back on all the times that you spent in nature, and you're going to wish that you could visit them all, because you kind of become bonded with that part of nature. And if you're listening to this video and you really, really love nature, like if that's what drew you to this video and you're kind of like a nature freak like me, then you will understand the importance of these memories. And the key is to get observant and really soak in those descriptions. Those are what you're going to remember. So if this is sounding really cool to you and you can't wait to get out there and journal, I have a printable nature journal. Now, I said that at first I thought, you know, it's probably going to be not so easy to take a printable journal outside, but actually I don't mind it because, you know, you can bring just the pages that you want. It does take up less space than a big journal. You can even fold a piece of paper and stick it in your pocket, you know, and grab a pen and, you know, like bring a clipboard maybe to write on. There's a lot of options there, but this printable nature journal has 14 pages, and there's a lot more than just this. This is just the journaling in nature page that I went through in this video, but there's other pages in there too. So there's even a tracker to help you keep track of how often you spent time in nature and plan your nature activities and things like that. So if you want to check that out, that's in my Etsy shop. The link will be down below in the description. And thank you so much for watching this video, and I'll see you in the next video.